everyone, welcome back to the show. Today, we're diving into a topic that I think a lot of us can relate to: manipulation in relationships. You know, have you ever felt like a puppet being forced to do things you really didn't want to do? Or maybe you've tried to break free from something that just kept pulling you back in. Well, today we're going to explore whether you might be someone who's easily manipulated. And guess what? We're going to do a little test together.
Wow, that sounds intense. I mean, I've definitely felt like that before. It's like being in a game where the rules keep changing, right? What's the test?
So, let's kick things off. Think about this. When should intimacy in a romantic relationship happen? Is it A, after a few dates, B, at least 3 months, C, after 6 months, or D, after marriage? Take a moment to think about it. Got your answer?
That's a tough one. I mean, I feel like it really depends on the people involved, right? But I think I'd go with A.
Great choice. If you picked A, you can breathe a little easier because it suggests you're less likely to be manipulated. The further down the list you go, like choosing C or D, the more susceptible you might be to manipulation. It's interesting, right? Because those who lean towards traditional views often find themselves caught in societal expectations, making it harder to break free from those constraints.
That's really fascinating. So it's like the more traditional you are, the more you might feel pressured by outside influences. Like I remember my friend who waited until marriage, and it was such a struggle for her.
Exactly! Manipulation often creeps into our most intimate relationships. Think about it. It can affect not just romantic partners, but also family, friends, and even colleagues. If you're in a situation where someone is manipulating you, this episode is definitely for you.
Oh, I can totally see that. So what if your partner is hot and cold with you? Like 1 minute they're super affectionate and the next they're distant. What do you think you'd do? Sigh.
Good question. So, let's break it down. If you're the type to analyze the relationship rationally, you might choose option A. If you're seeking advice from friends or family, that's option B. And if you're the type to just think everything will work out, that's option C.
I think I'd probably go with B. I mean, I love getting other people's perspectives. It's like having a mini council of advisors, right? Laughs.
That's a solid choice. If you're analyzing things rationally, you're likely to uncover the reasons behind the ups and downs, which means you're less likely to be controlled. But if you're leaning towards option C, that's a sign of an external locus of control. You might find yourself rationalizing bad behavior just to keep the peace.
Wow, that's kind of eye-opening. So if you feel like everything in your life is controlled by others, that's a big red flag, right? Like, I've seen people just go along with things and it's so sad.
Absolutely. And the more you seek approval from others, the less secure you become. Manipulators can easily take advantage of that. They just need to create a desire in you and then threaten to take it away.
Oh man, that sounds so manipulative. But like, who's really to blame here? Is it the manipulator or the one being manipulated? Sigh.
Great question! It's actually the person being manipulated. Their compromises allow the manipulation to take root. It's a complex dance, really.
That's so interesting. So it's like a cycle, right? The more you give in, the more they take control. It's like a game of tug of war.
Exactly. And if you want to learn more about breaking free from this cycle, stay tuned for our next episode. We'll dive deeper into how to recognize and combat manipulation in your life.
I can't wait. This is such a crucial topic. It's like we're peeling back the layers of an onion, and I'm here for it. Laughs.
Absolutely. It's all about awareness and empowerment. The more you know, the better equipped you are to handle these situations.
Thanks for sharing all this. It's really enlightening. I feel like I'm ready to take on the world now. Sigh.